Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Second episode of Steph's Life Hacks this afternoon. Happy Friday, by the way. I hope you have a really good weekend. This episode, I wanted to talk to you all about behind the door storage. So we have had an epidemic in our house where we shove our cabinets full of stuff and we open up the cabinets and everything just falls out on you. It's terrible, it's awful, and our worst offender was under the kitchen sink. I could not find a darn thing. I would go in there to find countertop cleaner and I'd pull out a 2-year-old sponge and a toothbrush and a baby bottle. It was bananas. So this idea has been floating around the interwebs for a little while. If you're on Pinterest, you've probably seen it. It's the concept of taking a plastic pocketed shoe rack and hanging it behind your door and then just shoving your stuff in it. And it seemed like a really good application for us in our kitchen because we have a doorway here. This actually goes to our basement and it's in our kitchen. You can't see the rest of it, but there it is. And the idea is to take all the junk from under your cabinet, especially chemicals, things you might not want to have small children get into if you happen to have small children. That was a special concern for me because my kids were really young at the time and we had the cabinet locks to keep them out and not get in the chemicals, but those were just a pain. They were arduous to get into. Oh, they're trying to come over, open a little bit soon. So those were a pain. I didn't really like them because every time I had to get in there to clean something, it was like I had to unlock a Rubik's Cube, do a key lock, and give up my firstborn just to get a darn bottle of Windex. So I like the idea of the behind the door storage for the chemicals because I could put a door lock on the door, and my kids were small enough they couldn't open it. So it worked really well. So I want to show you guys what it looks like for me. So I got... You ready? Here it comes. I got a shoe rack. This is just a shoe rack. You can get them anywhere really, Walmart, Target. I think mine came from Amazon because when my kids were small, let's be real, I wasn't going in stores. That was not happening. It got delivered or I didn't get it at all. So this is just a plastic pocketed shoe rack. I hung it behind the door and then I just put all my cleaning stuff in it. It's really pretty simple. I like the shoe rack, the plastic pocketed shoe racks that have the reinforced metal grommets at the top. It's hard to see, but they're right up here. And because this apparatus carries a lot of weight, it's heavy, and I didn't want something that was going to tear and then chemicals go everywhere. It's a bad idea. So I put it up, and this has probably been here 3 or 4 years, so it does not look new and pretty, but darn it if it's not practical. So I put it up and it completely changed the way my under the sink cabinet looked, which sounds like a small thing, but we get into that all the time. And just the convenience of being able to open up the cabinet and get dish soap right away is huge. And the nice thing is I know my kids aren't going to start, drawing with Comet Cleanser on the floor or something because it's away, they can't get it, they can't see it. So I use this application in other ways too. I thought, oh, this is great, works so great for chemicals, why can't I use it to organize, and I'm pointing to it, our hall closet. So our hall closet, we were previously storing all of our scarves, mittens, hats in shipping boxes. And every time I would get them down, they would fall on me. It was a big mess. So I put one of these behind the door and I put all of our mittens, scarves in the door, parcel them out so the kids have their line, I have mine, my husband has his, and we can see them all. And it's again changed the way we get ready for winter. And gone are the days where I open up the closet and I have boxes falling on me, and I got a hat from 5 years ago and one mitten and a weird scarf that has holes in it, and I'm trying to send my kids out in 20-degree weather and none of it's working. So now it's all organized and pretty, and I can get at everything really quickly. So you can use this really for anything. I think the next thing I'm going to use it for is in my kids' room. I'm going to put one of these behind each of their closet doors, and I don't know about you, but my kids love little tiny stuff, just things that don't make any sense to me, but they're in love with them and they can't possibly let them go, but they get everywhere. It's just little tiny doodads everywhere. So this thing, minus the chemicals, is going to be my doodad holder. I'm going to have my kids put all their little action figures and crap in there, and it's going to go behind the closet door, and you can't see it. And most importantly, they can get into it. It's low enough they can access it. It's such a small little thing, but it's really changed the way that we go about organization in my house, and it's made life just a little bit easier. So that was it today. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I will post the link for one of these. I'm sure Amazon sells them. It's been a few years since I bought one. But I'll post a link in Amazon in the comments, so if you want to just click away and get it, that's great. Again, I'm sure they sell them at Target, Walmart, wherever. But you should try it. It's a really cheap investment. I think you can get them for under $10, and it will really change things for you. All right, guys. Till next time. See you later.